We're looking at the power rule that follows under differentiation. Let's look at this one here. Let's say we had r of x is equal to 1 over x raised to the third power, and we are asked to find r prime of x. And as you can see here, we're going to be using the power rule. First thing we're going to need to do, though, before we find r prime of x, is we're going to need to rewrite this to get it into a form so that we can take the power rule. So we need to rewrite this, and that means we're going to have to take this x cubed and take it up into the numerator, and that's going to end up making that x raised to the -3. See that? So our exponent is positive down here in the denominator, but when we raise it to the numerator, it becomes negative. Now it's in a form where we can take the derivative. And we shall do that. What do we do now? Remember, we take whatever's up here in the exponent, bring it out front, rewrite, and we subtract 1 from the exponent, so that makes that a -4. Okay, subtracting 1 from the exponent makes it a -4. -3 minus 1 gives us -4, and most of the time we'll want to write this with positive exponents. And what that means is we'll have to take that back down into the denominator. So we're going to say negative. We'll bring the negative out front. Leaving the 3 in the numerator. X raised to the 4th power. X raised to the 4th power. Okay. All right, let's work another one here. Okay, we'll call this one, you know what, we'll just do this. Y is equal to, once again, we're going to do this where we have to rewrite it to get it into the form that we need, because this is going to be something that you're more than likely going to see. We'll say this one is x, or did I already use 3? I already used 3. Heck, let's use 10. Let's use 10. Okay. And we're going to be asked to find y prime. So we want to find y prime. But the first thing we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to get this into a form so we can use the power rule. So we're going to rewrite it, and that's going to make that 7x. We're going to take this up into the numerator, and that becomes a -10. See that? That becomes a -10. It's a +10. Bring it up and it becomes a -10. Be careful, they might try to trick you and make this a -10. This could be written as x to the -10th down here in the denominator, so when you bring it up it becomes a +10, so be careful about that. All right. Now we can use the power rule, and that means that we're going to take the derivative. Let's go ahead and write y prime is equal to, so we take that -10, we bring it out front. I'm going to go ahead and put parentheses around our 7 here, okay, because it is multiplied. X raised. What do we do here? We subtract 1, so that becomes -11, right? Subtracting 1 becomes -11. And then we want to go ahead and clean this up. So we have-10 times 7. That gives us 70. Whoa, negative 70. Right, divided by x raised to the 11th power. Now you see this notation. Okay, we'll go ahead and write it. I'll just say equal to here. Negative, we'll write it, maybe you better understand it here. Put the 70 on top and the x to the 11th on the bottom. Okay, so there is our derivative. I think we have time to work another one here. Let's say, we'll call this one here g, for some rhyme or reason, is equal to, let's do another one here. Let's say negative 12 divided by x raised to the negative 12th. So you see something fishy? Right, so we need to rewrite this. Got to rewrite it. So we're going to say g. So I'm kind of using a little bit different notation so you can see, get a feel for other types of ways of writing. I'm going to bring that negative out front. 12, we want to rewrite this. Yeah, I didn't need to do that. We want to rewrite this. So this x to the negative 12th is down in the denominator. We take it to the top, and it becomes x to the 12th power. All right, so this was that trick I was telling you about. Be careful about. Right. And now we're going to find that derivative. We're going to write g prime of x is equal to, taking that 12, bringing it out front. I'm going to go ahead and leave that negative there. And we have x raised to the negative negative 11. No, 11. So this is 12 minus 1. See, it almost tricked me. This is 12 minus 1, and 12 minus 1 is 11. So be careful about that. Okay. Is equal to negative 144 x raised to the 11th power. Okay. So we took this, took it up into the numerator. So we ended up with negative 12 times x to the 12th. Take the 12, bring it out front. 12 times 12. 12 times 12 is 144, I believe. And then subtracting 1 from the exponent gave us 11. Okay, I think we'll end that right there. And I think we'll work a little bit more complicated ones coming up.